Hi students. Hey, am doing a little video to introduce our new science study, which will be on plants. The next 2 weeks, we're going to be studying about the life of plants, how they grow, and different things that are important about plants. So here is the first workbook cover, and this shows a beautiful lilac plant, and it's in blossom, and I have some of those in my yard right now. They're really beautiful. So each day you're going to do a little section in the workbook. Let me just kind of take you through it. So on today, you're going to be starting off with botany. This is 2.1. And you're going to see, you're going to read and you're going to match different things like what would apple juice go with? We have a picture of a maple tree, some fruit, cotton. Well, I bet you can figure out that the apple juice is heading over this way, and we could make a table from a large hardwood tree like a maple. And guess what? A lot of our clothes are made out of cotton, which comes from a plant. Okay, so that's that. And then on the flip side of this, I bet you recognize this. This looks like a dandelion. There's a lot of those out even right now. So you're going to go through and try to identify the parts of the dandelion. It has that right here. Here's some key words down at the bottom about that you're going to be able to use for this part, okay? By the way, each day I will post answers for this after you've done your best to figure them out. And then on the next day, which should come up, you'd have plant chemistry. It's talking about carbon dioxide, which is what we all breathe out. We breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide, and plants like to breathe in carbon dioxide, which is really cool when you think about it. We breathe it out, they breathe it in to live. Mentions different things about that are quite interesting. On the flip side, it talks about a pretty complicated process called photosynthesis, about how the sunlight and other things that the plant takes in, like carbon dioxide, help it to produce the energy that it needs. And they mention key words of chlorophyll and oxygen and photosynthesis. And right here, like it says, when the sun shines on a plant's leaves, chlorophyll captures the sun's energy, and plants use this energy to make their food. And of course, we get energy that we need to survive from plants. When you think about it, without plants, there would be no food, because either we eat plants or we eat things that eat plants. The next little section here talks about plant cells. It mentions a microscope, which makes things bigger that are really small. This actually is showing a plant cell and its different parts: the nucleus, the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, the cell wall, the chloroplast, which makes it all green for plants oftentimes. That mentions those things down here. And then there's a little matching here. Once you've studied these things, can you do a matching? And these are hemlock leaf plant cells that are greatly magnified. Isn't that cool how they look? That's from a hemlock tree. And there's what the hemlock tree looks down here at the bottom, growing in a forest. And then the last page you'll be doing for the week is about parts of a flower and about pollination. It says, flowers make seeds through the process of pollination. God designed bees and butterflies to help flowers make seeds. These insects are called pollinators. And even birds, like hummingbirds, can be pollinators, and other animals as well. And I actually have a sample of a flower. It's not exactly like this, but it's similar. And I'll put it up there, and you can see how it has the different parts as well. And you'll be learning about what those parts are. I'll be telling you more about it real soon, okay? And so the different parts are identified, and I won't go through all of those, but it will tell you about it. And then on the flip side of this, it talks about the process of pollination, about how flowers do get pollinated so they can grow and produce seeds, and then also fruit for many plants, as you know. And there you've got a hummingbird, looks like a little honeybee, and a butterfly, some of those pollinators. Okay, and so that's the workbook part for the week. And also Each day you'll have a chance to do something fun in a packet that I prepared for you, and your parents picked it up about a week ago. Let me show you that. So this is called The Life Cycle of Plants, and it's kind of circular. So let's see, it would start with number one, a seed germinates. That means it starts sprouting. And well, it starts growing, and then when it sprouts, it comes above the soil. It becomes a seedling as it starts growing, and if it grows long enough, it can actually be flowering like we were just talking about. So you can have some fun coloring that page one of the days of the week. And then another day, this again is talking about a seed becoming a plant. This is kind of a cut and paste. It's fun. Can you identify the different parts of germination of a seed and plant growth? And you can have fun once that dries and you glue it. You can color it as well. This one says flower power, and you can write the names of these in alphabetical order. It's kind of a little grammar activity there, putting in ABC order, and then having fun coloring them in. To know what the colors are, you could go online and look those different nice flowers up, and it will tell you the varieties of color that they are. And then finally, the end of the week, this is a fun one. What part of a plant do we eat? We eat many different parts of a plant. Think about what you or someone you know has eaten and draw a picture of it in the correctly labeled box. So think about, what are plant items that are roots that we eat? How about just seeds? How about leaves? How about fruit? We know a lot of those. How about stems? How about flowers? So just think about that. It's kind of, you'll have to think and maybe investigate a little bit, but have some fun drawing those in and see what you can come up with, okay? All right. So I hope that'll get you off to a good start for your study of plant growth for this week, and let your teachers know if you have any questions. I will post workbook answers for you so you can check some of those, especially the ones that are a little tricky about the cells and the different parts of the flower, okay? Good luck with it all, and get outside and check out some of those wonderful plants and flowers that are growing out there right now as we are doing our schooling. Okay, thanks.